Hello there, welcome to the Indian Insight channel. Today we are going to talk about silver and gold and why they look stretched. In this video, you will learn a technique using moving averages, and it will tell you how moving averages can help you avoid FOMO, that is fear of missing out, which means entering the trade late. The key to trading and investing profitably is to enter at the right time, enter at a time when there is more silence, more calmness, and avoiding times when there is a lot of noise regarding the trend, because that is usually when the trend is in its late stages. So this here is the chart of gold. Last week, gold and silver saw a sharp fall, and this fall surprised many people, especially those who entered very late in this trend. And here what I've done is added the moving average, the 50 period moving average, the 100 period moving average, and the 200 period moving average. We will use the 50 period moving average and the 100 period moving average on the monthly chart of gold to see how stretched the current position of gold is. We'll also look at the past history on how gold has made major tops at certain multiples from these moving averages. Let's talk about what happened here in August of 2020. In this case, gold peaked around $2,000. This was around 1.5 times its 50-month moving average. The 50-month moving average was around $1,373, and gold made a major peak around 2030. For the next 3 to 4 years, this peak wasn't broken. If we go back to 2011, then we see that the peak here was around 1.8 times the 50 period moving average and 2.3 times the 100 period moving average. So the 50 period moving average was around 1078 and gold went to around $1,900. Similarly, the 100 period moving average was around 785 and gold peaked out around 2.3 times this 100 period moving average. This 2011 high was broken only in 2020. So it took around 9 to 10 years for gold to clear its peak price from 2011. Now let's look at what happened in 2008. In 2008, gold peaked around $1032. This was 1.8 times the 50 period moving average of around 570. And this peak was 2.25 times the 100 period moving average of 440. Compared to this, the current peak, which was made last week, was around $5,600. This is around 2.3 times the 50 period moving average, which is around $2,447. And this price is almost 2.8 times the 100 period moving average, which is around $1,990. So this is how stretched gold is currently. This means that we are in late stages of this rally, and if past is any indicator, you should not be adding to your positions here. In fact, if you can, even if you're a long-term holder, you should consider selling some part of your gold. Same was the case in silver. In 2011, silver peaked around $50. This was around 2.8 times the 50 period moving average and 4 times the 100 period moving average at the time. The 2008 peak of silver was around $21, and this was around 2 times the 50 period moving average and 2.8 times the 100 period moving average. Compared to this, what we are seeing today is that silver made a high of around $121, and this was 4 times the 50 period moving average and around 5 times the 100 period moving average. So this is how stretched silver and gold were, and because this was a parabolic move, many people were pulled into this rally before it suddenly reversed. So this is how you can use moving averages to determine if the trend is in its late stages so that you avoid adding new positions and consider booking some profits. It's important to have a trailing stop loss at the very least because when such peaks are made, the markets may not recover back to those peaks for many years, as shown in the chart here as well. So with this, we come to the end of this video. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for logging in.